All right, y'all, what's going on? What's going on? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Had to take care of something really quick. That's why I was muted. Let me know if y'all can hear me good. But yeah, so we're in the sell right now. We almost hit TP1. So again, with gold, we're looking for sales, just like we've been looking for sales all week. Had some nice sell setups on Monday and yesterday. Actually, not yesterday. We took the GU setup yesterday. Now looking at GU today, though, because as we can see, GJ and GU are kind of just chopping right now. So like y'all know, I only like to trade when we're in a clear uptrend or downtrend. So until we clean up, I'm just going to let price do its thing for right now. As far as news today, let's take a look. We don't got too much going on today. We do have GP news at 11 a.m. But besides that, we don't got nothing going on. So yeah, about to see what this next 5 minutes looks like. So gold, we're looking to see if we can maintain 45.16 as resistance. If so, we're looking for sales going down to the downside. Let me know if the audio sounds good. Y'all might have cut you to the chat right now. If y'all got any questions, you already know the drill. Drop them in the chat. Appreciate those that like the live. Make sure to subscribe as well. We're almost at 5,800 subscribers. We can get to that easily. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today also. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. Yeah, but man, y'all always know I'm in because I do this for a reason, y'all. So like, for example, where the fuck? Hold on, y'all. That is not what my NAS. Hold on 1 second. Because sometimes trading will be glitching. Give me 1 second. Yeah, like it's not showing my buy setup. I got a buy setup on my phone. Hold on 1 second. Okay, there we go. There we go. Like for example, NAS100, like I said, was looking for NAS buys and Q buys. I have my buy ID here and my buy setup right here, right? So until I'm in this trade, they're always going to be to the right. So if you see me put it on the candlesticks, that means I'm in the trade. So I'm in this trade right now. So we're looking to see if we can maintain some less resistance. So far, so good. But we just got to wait for the next team. The past couple of weeks, I actually got a video talking about this later on. But the past couple of weeks, volume was kind of been a little bit slower than usual. Which is why we've been taking a lot less trades. But there still has been some setups though. So with NAS100, we're going to be looking for buys here. If we can maintain BCR 29,220 as support, we can look for buys going to 29,330. But yeah, as far as right now, maybe if the GP news does something different, we'll put some volume to the markets. As of right now, just looking at gold sales and NAS buys today. Got a new 15 about to pop up in about a minute. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join a free signal for Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourself. We'll be live later on today on TikTok also, y'all. And Glow, yeah, I do. So these lives are different from the TikTok lives. So the TikTok lives is more educational. These lives is you guys watching me take setups. So if I take a setup, also wait for and see how I wait for my confirmations, the type of setups I'm looking for. And also you can see like the realistic side of trading, how price, plays out differently every day. How we have to wait for price to come to us, wait for our confirmations, this, that, and the third. Because it's a lot different if you just watch my trade breakdowns where it's just like straight to it. But here you get to see like what it looks like in real time, drawdown. Like you go to, what was it, Monday's live stream or was it Tuesday's live stream? I don't remember. I think it was Tuesday's live stream, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Tuesday's. Let me take a look. I think it was, yeah, this one right here. So yeah, Tuesday's live stream. Y'all can see us take that setup. So the new 15 popped up. Let's see if we can hit TP1 right here. We're still maintaining this low as resistance. Let's see if we can get a nice drop right here. Yeah, I was just muted. Yeah, because I'm in the little last one. Now you're good. So if you watch my trade breakdowns, this is like the part I've been talking about in the trade breakdown, right? So the reason why I'm looking for sales on gold is just like we watch my trade breakdowns. First step, identify the trend. We look at gold. We can see we're in a downtrend. We see lower lows, lower highs getting made. So since we see lower lows, lower highs getting made, it's just like the TikTok lives, what I always talk about. If we're in a downtrend, what makes the most sense to go for? Sales, right? So that's why the past couple days, and even last week was going for sales, right? So yesterday, price did not do the move it was looking for, but Monday, price did the sell setup it was looking for. And you can see we took sell setups last week as well. But that's why we're going for sales, because look right here, you see how the volume was slow and choppy, but then when the volume picked up, which direction did price go? To the downside, right? Same thing right here. Which one had the most volume? To the downside. Now, yesterday, price ended up retracing, but you can see here when market opened last night, Tokyo session right here, 9 o'clock. You can see price has been pushing this whole time. So that's why we're looking for sales. As you can see right here as well, we're looking to see if we're going to make a new lower low today. So that's why we're looking for sales right now, because on the daily time frame, we're in a downtrend. So these live streams basically now, these are my levels. I'm waiting to see, well, I was waiting, right? I'm in this trade right now. But then the reason I have these levels marked out, just like the NAS100, is because I know I'm looking for buys. So now I'm just waiting for my confirmations. So you see, I just got alerted by US30 and NAS. So now that price broke this level, now we're going to wait for the BCR to see if we can break, close, retest, look for buys like the past 2 times right here. So if NAS100 can maintain 29,220 as support, we can look for buys going to 29,330. So that's what we're going to be looking for right here. So we're going to see how this next 5 and 15 plays out. Gold is still kind of just chilling right here, still holding it as resistance. So we're simply just waiting for volume right now. But yeah, so that's why I'm looking for sales here. NAS100, I'm looking for buys because we're going to the daily time for NAS100. That's just right here. Right prior to this, we were in an uptrend. It's just like we were doing the TikTok lives, right? So again, what's the rules of the uptrend? For the uptrend to continue, we need to break past the previous high, which gives us a new higher high, right? We have to respect the support level. The higher low is resting. So we look at price right here. Here's the higher high, higher low, higher high. Right, here's the higher high right here. Boom. Here's the higher low right here. And then we look at what price just did. We have price reject. Whoops. This was Tuesday. So now we're looking for what? Again, rejections, reversals happen, but does not always mean the trend's going to change. As long as price does not turn the support level into resistance and or make a lower low, we are still in an uptrend and still looking for buys. So the reason why we wasn't looking at NAS100 and Q the past couple of days is because price rejected that level. So then from this point, what we was looking for is to see if price was going to hold this level as resistance or BCR back above this level and then go for buys right here. You see what I'm saying? So then we look at what price did yesterday. We broke back above it, which is why today we're looking for buys because we're back in the uptrend. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, the past couple of weeks, volume has definitely been a lot choppier, as we can see. Like, there's a lot of choppiness and then a few bursts of volume. A lot of choppiness. So that's kind of what we just got to deal with. Because like we talk about in the TikTok lives all the time as well. There's the 3 cycles. We got the uptrend, we got consolidation, and then we got the downtrend, right? So even if we don't like the consolidation, we just got to deal with it. And that's what's going on like with the Forex pairs. All right, like we look at GBPUSD. You can see that with GU right here. There's a lot of choppiness been taking place. And then the same thing with GJ. So that's why we haven't really been looking at GJ, because we look at GJ, look at this. Let's get rid of this one. All right, just choppiness. It's a lot of choppiness. But like always, we're going to hold the SLR gets hit. Drawdowns a part of the game. Let's see how NAS reacts right here. Let's see if we can hold this level of support. New 5 minute just popped up. Again, y'all got any questions, drop in the chat and I got y'all. Let me see what y'all talking about. I say struggle on entry when live was already in the trade. I was lost. Oh, okay. So when you're in an uptrend, you want to go for buys. So what we're looking for here is to see if price could do something similar to like did right here, right? Once enter buys off support levels, and then you want to enter sells off resistance levels, right? So after price broke, that's the BCR, right? Break, close, and then this was the retest. So we had price holding it as resistance. Obviously, price is rejecting right now, but we saw earlier how price was maintaining this level as resistance. So that's why we went for the sell here. So it's the exact opposite here. We're gonna wait for price to break. Now we're looking to see if it close and then retest. Break, close, retest. So that's what we're looking for right here. That's what we're looking for right here. Enter buys off support levels, sells off resistance levels. And we don't understand how support and resistance works. I got a video going over that, but I'll drop it in the chat right now. Yeah, so this might hit stop loss. It is what it is though. Man, if that retest is big, I might blow my account. You shouldn't blow your account in one trade. And if you're the person that was talking to me yesterday, I told you to watch the risk reward video. If y'all did not watch that risk reward video, watch the risk reward video. I'm about to drop in the chat right now. Like, you shouldn't be blowing your account in one trade. This is also why I tell y'all to stop buying prop firms or putting money into live accounts when you don't know what you're doing yet. Exactly. Risk management. Exactly. And I talk about that in that video. That's why I told y'all, if y'all listen to free Telegram, I be telling y'all, I tell y'all, I'm not like these other motherfuckers. When I tell y'all to watch some shit, when I make a video, I would not be making these videos because I be bored as hell. These videos should help y'all out. So like I told y'all motherfuckers the other day, I said, watch this video. Watch this video. We got all these people that viewed it. Let me see what the views are on this video, right? Because we got 167 motherfuckers that looked at this shit. Let's see what the views are. 86 views. You see what I'm talking about? Watch that fucking video. But yeah, so we might hit stop loss here, but it is what it is. And this is why risk management is so important, because the 2 trades we took this week, right? Because we took 3 trades. We took a GU sell Monday, a GU sell Tuesday, and a GU sell yesterday, right? And all 3 of these trades hit 1-to-1s. So even if this hits stop loss, these 3 wins, we're still in profit. Even if this is stop loss, the 3 wins we took last week, the 1-to-3 RR, the 1-to-3 RR, the 1-to-2 RR, we're still up, right? If we look at the week before that, the 1-to-1 RR, the 1-to-6 RR, the 1-to-5 RR, right? We're still up. And if we want to be on the extreme side, if we look at the trades from last month, we're still up, right? So 1 loss should not be making you blow your account. So make sure to watch that risk reward video if you have not already. We got a new 5-minute about to pop up in this a little bit. So again, we're looking for price to either retest 29,220 or retest 29,330 right here. Right, especially like for prop firm accounts, right? Y'all should be risking like 1% or 0.5% per trade. So unless you're losing like 8 trades in a row, 1 loss shouldn't blow your account. With prop firms, that is. Live accounts, there's even more trades you have as wiggle room. Because drawdown is part of the game, stop losses are part of the game, TPs are part of the game. Like I say all the time, the goal is not to win every trade, the goal is to make sure you win more than you lose. And make sure your winners are bigger than your losers. And also, I don't know if you're trading a prop firm, I'm assuming you're trading a prop firm. I got a bunch of videos going over how to pass prop firm accounts as well. Actually, I'm gonna drop a bunch of videos right now because I'm telling y'all folks to support these channels. Gotcha. I'm about to drop some videos in the comments right now. So make sure to check out that video. What else? Make sure to check out this video. Boom. What else? What else? Make sure to watch this video. This is in the free trading crash course, so make sure to join the free trading crash course. You haven't joined that either. I got a bunch of videos in the free trading crash course as well. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what y'all talking about. Let's see what y'all talking about. That wasn't you? Oh, okay, it's all good. Like I said, I don't know. But everything I said is still valid. But if that was not you, that's good. That's good. But yeah, make sure to watch the risk reward video. You said it wasn't me. I just took a big L. The Asian trade, I got whipped out. So what's a big L? That's what I'm talking about. Like, what's a big L? All your L's should be the same size. You see what I'm saying? So make sure to watch that video. There should be no big, I mean, a big win, yeah, because your wins should always be bigger than your losers, but an L, no. Your losses should be the same amount. I can go from trading GU one day, gold another day, like I am today, NASDAQ another day, US30 another day, GJ another day, because of the RRs. And I'm risking the same amount every single trade. What else we got? I blew one account because I was getting, it'd be like that. I was getting lucky until I wasn't, then boom. So going for ourselves, I'm going to master strategy. But that's exactly what happened to me. I was doing a bunch of dumb shit, and I was like, I'm not putting no more money into markets. So I figured this stuff out. That's also why I consistently do the same thing over and over again. I always go for high probability setups. The reason why a lot of people be confused and just blame Trump for price action being bad is because they breakout trade one day, they reversal trade Tuesday, they BCR Wednesday, they use an indicator Thursday, and then they do some random shit Friday based on news. So then we go to review your trades for the week or the month. There's nothing to see what's working and what's not working because you're doing a bunch of different shit every single day. You see what I'm saying? But if we go for only buys in the uptrend, only sells in the downtrend, it takes away the part of, okay, I was wrong to go for sells or buys. So then I can figure out, okay, what exactly took place for me to win this trade or lose this trade. You see what I'm saying? You want to always do the same thing over and over again, especially when it's working and valid. But yeah, so we're still holding this to SLTV gets hit. Got a new hour about to pop up in a little bit. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. Do I have a video going around my price levels? So you watch any of my videos on YouTube towards the end of the video when I say, if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. There's like at least 3.5 minutes left. So I go over that, answer that. But to answer your question, no, I go over that in Playmaker University. Make sure to hit that link in the description. Join Playmaker University, y'all. Shout out to the Playmakers. I gotta post some more testimonials. I'll be getting so many DMs. I don't just be I gotta start posting them. I just be chilling though. So I gotta start posting a lot more. But if you go to my Instagram highlights, Instagram scrolling at the bottom of the screen, I got student results testimonials there. Maybe you click the first link in the description. Go to subscribers, go to photos. I got a bunch of student results testimonials here as well. And also when you click that beacons link, you can see a bunch of student results testimonials also. So make sure to check all that stuff out, y'all. Literally been doing the same thing since 2022, averaging 80 to 90% win rate on a weekly, monthly, and quarterly basis. So we're just waiting for volume to kick in and also for us to get out of this chop city. Like I talk about all the time, these are the 3 cycles: uptrend, consolidation, and the downtrend, right? So for those that be, sometimes saying consolidation in the live streams on TikTok, here's a consolidation, right? That's what consolidation looks like. You can say this right here, this mess right here. What else? That right there, that right there. Yeah, so it's always when like those volumes slowing down, price is struggling to break resistance or support levels. All right, new 15 just popped up. Let's see if NAS can retest this right here. If it provides the next level above. There it goes, struggling to make that new lower low. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. gonna be on for a little bit longer. Y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer. Let's see what y'all talking about. Okay, Glow. Make sure to watch that video right above your comment about the prop firms, the 10K prop firm. Make sure to watch that video. Are you out yet or seeing if it'll end up dropping? Depends on the next candle close. So Imperium, that's also part of the trading plan. You got to hold to SL or TP gets hit. Like I said, drawdowns are part of the game. TPs are part of the game. I hold to SL or TPs get hit. So make sure to watch those other videos, because again, if I'm okay with what I'm risking, why am I going to close the trade? My stop loss is my stop loss for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You guys stick to your trading plan. Have you ever closed the trade when you was in drawdown just for price to didn't do what you was looking for? Then now you're re-entering, and then now you just took like 3 different trades for no reason. You just gotta stick to the game plan. You just gotta stick to the game plan. Like I went over before, even if this hits my stop loss, it's not the end of the world because my account's not blown. I'm still up for the week. I'm still up for the month. You see what I'm saying? Losses are part of the game. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. I took 2 contracts instead of one of my last one didn't leave me room, so well, don't do that no more then. Again, you don't have to risk a lot. You can literally risk. I gotta be, because what you have to understand is you don't want to risk more to make more. You just need to compound your capital. You just gotta compound your capital. I thought you trade depending on the chart look like, other than trading the trend, because I know there must be. I thought you kind of pick a strategy going to how the chart looks. No, I do the same thing every single day. So check out my trade breakdown playlist on YouTube after the live is over. If I'm in a downtrend, I look for sells. Uptrend, look for buys. But the trend in my bias is based on the bigger time frame. Right, so I don't really care what trend we're on the smaller time frame. If somebody's just looking for entries. Like NAS is doing what I'm looking for right now, but it didn't do the retest, so I just gotta let it do its thing. That's another thing too, right? Price is pushing past, but I don't really care. Why don't I care? Because that's not my setup, right? The old me would have cared, but that's not my setup, so I don't really care too much. This is the reality of trading, y'all. What I've been telling y'all, like, this is the part that people don't want to show y'all online because it doesn't get a lot of clicks and views, and that's why a lot of people think shit's sweet and they end up getting fucked up in the markets because they only see like a bunch of, half truths or the bright side of trading. But drawdowns are part of the game. Sometimes price will move and take off without you, without doing your setup you're looking for. You gotta be okay with all that. It's math at the end of the day. Once you got a strategy down, once you understand how the charts work, it's math. It's all just math. Because the market's going to do what it's going to do, whether I was in this trade or not. It all comes back down to math. What else we got? What else we got? It can still push down if the next candle close under. We're trying to see what it's. I don't really think that deep. Like I said, we need to maintain 45.16 as resistance. We broke past it. We're not holding as resistance no more. So now at this point, we're just looking to see if it's going to push back down or if it's going to hit our stop loss. Sells are still the game plan. As long as we don't break past 45, 44, we can maintain this low as resistance. I'm still going to look for sells. Right, that's kind of like what happened on what you call it. Like, let's look at Monday right here, right? We had the sell setup take place here. Price did not continue to push here, rejected. Then the next day, price then dumped to the downside, right? Just like right here, price rejecting, dumping, retracing. What's price been doing since market open, Tokyo session, pushing down. Right, so retracements are part of the game. And like I talked about before, market structure. That's why I always tell you to identify the trend on the bigger time frame. That way you understand what's happening. right? We know we're in a downtrend, so we know sells is the move to go for. But we also can clearly see that price is kind of struggling to make clean lower lows. Because again, what's a clean traditional downtrend look like? Classic downtrend looks like this, right? And we can clearly look at gold and see this is not a classic downtrend. You see what I'm saying? Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. Contracts, that's futures. I think options might do it too, but I know that's futures. The micros, minis, and the contracts. Cool. Yeah, so this might hit stop loss. Is what it is. And the NAS is pushing, but we didn't get the retest. So it is what it is. Excuse me. So from this point, what we're going to look for NAS is to see how it's going to react to this level. We're going to see if it's going to reject, then retest 29,220, and then we can maintain this level of support. We'll go for buys here. Or we're going to look to see if it's going to BCR and turn 29,330, 29,340 into a support level. And then we can look for buys going to 29,450. So that's what we're looking for in NAS right here. Gold, we're still going to look for sells as long as we can hold this level as resistance. So we're going to see if we can hold this level as resistance, and we can see price push back down. But if it breaks past this point, like it did here, and keeps pushing up, we're just going to let it do its thing. We don't have any news today, so we're simply just got to wait for volume and our confirmations to be met. So 3-1 for the week's not bad. 3-1 for the week's not bad. We took a loss today, but we took a W yesterday, took a W Tuesday, took a W Monday. So 3-1 is not bad. We're still up for the week. I get so confused with interchanging the time frames. That's so basically this is what you want to do. All that the time frames have to correlate is bullshit, because look right here. I said from the beginning was looking for buys here, but we can see here was in a downtrend, but price is pushing up. You see what I'm saying? Or just like right here. You want to identify the trend and the bias based on the bigger time frame. The smaller time frame is just for entries. I don't care what trend we're on the smaller time frames. All I'm doing is if I'm in the uptrend on the daily time frame, I'm looking for buys. So then from that point, I'm looking for buys off of a support level. Right? That's all you're doing on the smaller time frame, is looking to see if it's holding a level as support or holding a level as resistance. You see what I'm saying? Like for example, this gold setup here. Now this just so happened this time to match a downtrend when I went through the sell setup. But if we look at Monday, I said I was looking for sells here, and we can clearly see we had bullish momentum here, right? Or even right here, we had bullish momentum, then price pushed to the downside, right? And never turned this level into a support. If we look at GU yesterday, no, damn, the levels are, I should have kept the, well, not I should have kept the levels, but you all just saw the levels from Monday. Same thing, right? We went for a sell at this level here, support turned to resistance. Then on the smaller time frame, price broke past this point. But what would have happened if you would have tried to go for buys because it was in the uptrend now on the 15? You would have got fucked up. You see what I'm saying? So you only use the smaller time frame for entries. That's it. You don't use it for the trends or anything like that. It's just strictly for entries. Strictly for entries. Yeah, so we hit stop loss. Is what it is. Alright, so we got another 5 minutes, about to pop in a little bit, y'all. Let me catch you to the chat. But yeah, so I'm not gonna take any other sets till New York session. If NAS does what I'm looking for before 6 a.m., I might take another setup, but I'm probably not gonna take another setup till New York session. That's usually how I do. I take like one trade London, one trade New York session, and then just keep it pushing like that. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, yeah. I actually think the same thing, but yeah. Like you watch a lot of my trade breakdowns, you'll see that's not the case a lot of the time. Just like right here, right? If you would have went for sells here instead of buys, you would have got fucked up. You see what I'm saying? But this time it did work out, but that's because price was retracing back up. You see what I mean? Just like right here, we see it was in a downtrend, right? Price pushed up to the upside. Downtrend here, but then price shot up to the upside. Yeah, so because again, the smaller, because you got to think what the time frames are for, right? The smaller time frames show you what price is doing at that exact moment. The bigger time frame shows you the trend and direction. So again, yeah, we got price hitting the zone right here. So we're going to see if it's going to either reject and retest this level here or BCR this level right here. Right, and even though we didn't take the setup, it still did what I was looking for. It just didn't retest, which happens. But I'm not going to break my rules and be like, oh, because it didn't retest, now I'm just going to break out trade for the rest of my life, because look right here. Still good to wait for the retest. What happened here? Alright, so still good to see what happened. And look how price is reacting to this level right here. This is why we enter and exit off these levels. So for those late to the party, we almost hit CP1 on gold. We saw it was holding as resistance, we just ended up just rejecting, which happens. NAS is doing what it was looking for though. Didn't take the setup though, because it didn't retest. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. And I got a new post on there for y'all on TikTok and Instagram. We should be live later on today on TikTok as well. And like always, I'll let you know when I'm live. If you're in the free Telegram, make sure to hit the first link in the description to join if you have not joined already. Let's say the 4 hours bears, but the 5 minutes bullish, and was the part like this. That's what I'm telling you. Don't you're thinking too hard. That's why I told you that the trend on the smaller time frame does not matter. The trend does not matter on the smaller time frame. You only want to enter on the smaller time frame. The trend on the smaller time frame does not matter. Look at NAS right here. We can clearly see we have a downtrend here, but yeah, we're still looking for buys. What would happen if we would have went for sales here? Would have got messed up. What would happen if we would have went for sales here? Would have got messed up. What would have happened if we would have went for sales here? Would have got messed up. What would happen if we would have went for sales here? You see what I'm saying? Smaller time frame entries on. All you're doing on the smaller time frame is looking to see if it's holding a level at support or resistance. That's it. That's all you're doing on the smaller time frame, seeing if it's holding level at support or resistance. Yeah, that's all you got to do. And that's why I have this the way I have this the setup the way I have it set up. And so I'm not thinking too hard about the shit. I already know what the bias is. I have my buy setups, my sell setups. So all I'm literally doing, like when you watch my live streams, all I'm literally doing is looking to see if price is holding level of support or resistance to then take my setup. Then we can see NAS still pushing. So we're gonna see it was gonna hold us up at support right here. Like I said, I'm not gonna take a trade till the New York session, but like I said, if NAS can BCR maintain 29,330, 29,340 support, you can look for buys going to 29,450. Or if it rejects, if it can maintain 29,230 as support, you can look for buys going back up to the upside. And then with gold, as long as we can maintain 45.44 as resistance, we can continue to look for sells. If it breaks past this point, I'm not going to look for sells. But yeah, 3-1 for the weekend bad, y'all. 3-1 for the weekend bad. Yeah, it's all good, though. It's going to take a couple times. Like I said, like this took me a little bit to get down as well. You know what I mean? But shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody who's been in the live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody who's been in the live since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal free Telegram. Make sure to get y'all's copy of the playbook and become a playmaker if you have not already. Make sure to watch the video I put into the comments as well as check out the playlist. I got a video for literally everything, y'all, so make sure to check it out. We'll be live later on today on TikTok. So until then, Members and students, I got y'all in a few hours for the New York price watch list. But yeah, peace, we out. Peace, we out.